Next we have Enrique Sanchez with Black Lives Matter, Rhode Island PAC, to share some thoughts.
Thank you, Jonathan. My name is Enrique Sanchez, educator in Providence Public Schools. I'm actually here on my lunch break. I have 20 minutes left to get back to work. Political director of the BMI PAC and member of Prop DSA, Democratic Socialists of America. So every day I see the negative implications of passing these high defense budget bills that affect our communities across Rhode Island, whether it's food insecurity, lack of housing, homelessness, high healthcare costs, low investing in our education, environmental injustices, and many other injustices that affect our poor and marginalized populations in the state of Rhode Island. Why and how is there always money for the military-industrial complex, such as Raytheon and Boeing, money for local military subcontractors like Senadia, Southeastern New England Defense Industry Alliance, and General Dynamics? How is it that the chair of the Council on Post-Secondary Education of Rhode Island is an executive director of Raytheon? His name is Timothy DelGiudice. How is it that, I got lost here, sorry about that. So he's also a chairman of the lobbying group and of course, former deputy district director for Congressman Jim Langevin. How is it that Lou DePalma, an engineering director at Raytheon since 1984, is also a state senator and oversees multiple government committees at the state house? He's also an employee for Raytheon. From local government to our federal delegation, our power structures are infected with this virus, this rotten virus, glorifying war, weapons manufacturing, the military-industrial complex, and corrupt political officials. All of this affects poor and working people across the state of Rhode Island, the country, and around the global south of the world. I'm tired of seeing these elites and war profiteers prioritizing their interests and their interests of their donors over working people who need help and support. Demand that Senator Reid and Senator Whitehouse vote no for this $770 billion defense budget bill that would have been going to the Pentagon. We have to bring more awareness to our communities here in Rhode Island. I understand that the military-industrial complex, that many defense local and federal delegations and groups are invested in this war machine because that's what drives our economy, right? We're all aware of this. There's money for war in the Middle East, money to stage coups in Latin America and Africa. There's money to install puppets that are aligned to our government across Latin America, Africa, Asia, and throughout the world. Here in Rhode Island, it is our duty, and I'm very thankful to be part of our anti-war committee groups, our local activist groups who are putting in the work. It's very unfortunate that our federal delegation from Jim Langevin to Whitehouse to Reid and to even Sicily in many ways glorify the military-industrial complex, do the bidding for many of these pro-war politicians and local subcontracting groups. And I know that we're growing in numbers year by year. People are becoming more aware of how the military is tied to our economy, to our environment, to many activist groups who are fighting that good fight and are opposing our government. So let's not give up the fight. Let's keep going. Let's take it to the legislative season this upcoming year. Let's be aggressive when we have to testify, when we have to fight back. Because I know very soon things will change fundamentally, drastically, and we will see our society, our people waking up to the fact that many of these corrupt practices of supporting the military are going to end. One way or the other, we're going to make sure that we fight back and we succeed for the well-being of our people and for the well-being of the future of our future generations and for the well-being of the world. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. What's good for you? District 9.
Thank you, Enrique. So there is a process. This is a national process we're talking about, but we're working on some legislation at the State House, and which Enrique is touching on, that this is also a state and local issue. Enrique is actually running for House District 9, so he's definitely someone, I think everybody here knows him, or knows of him at least, and watch that race and support as possible.